This conference will now be recorded.
In triangle PQR, QS and SR are the angle bisector, and if angle QPR is 70 degree, find the measure of angle QSR. So from this question, if you see, the given thing is that QPR is 70 degrees and QS and SR are angle bisector. So you can say that this angle is equals to this angle and this angle is equals to this angle. Okay, these two angles are not equal, they are different because these are bisected by different bisector, that is QS and SR. Okay, and any student can tell me if angle bisector is joining. Suppose I am also taking another angle bisector from point P, and if it join at point S, then what is this? This is orthocenter, circumcenter, incenter, or centroid. What we call this point S. If angle bisector is joined, then what is point S? Orthocenter, circumcenter, incenter, or centroid? What is the name for this center? Okay, yes, very good. This is incenter. Okay, now please, you can also solve this question. I have already discussed whatever was given in the question. So after your completion of your calculation, we will going to discuss this. Please write your answer. Please do not write the answer with question mark because I don't know. I also don't know the answer. Whatever the answer you are getting, just write in the chat box. So after that, we will discuss it. Okay, let's discuss this. One student is saying 35 and one student is saying 125. Okay, let me first clarify this doubt for you. Why you are saying 35? Because one student applied this concept that this angle is 70 and this angle is going to be half of this angle. Okay, but that is only applicable when this is the problem of circle. Okay, okay, if any chord is making two angles at the center or at the circumference, then you can apply this theorem that this angle and this angle have one relation, that this angle which is formed at the center is always the twice of this angle. Okay, so you can apply that in the part of circle only. This triangle is not in circle, nothing is given in there. Okay, the question is just saying that QS is the angle bisector of SR. Okay, so that means these two angles are equal and these two angles are equal, we are getting that much. Okay, I already asked about if we draw any angle bisector from point P, so let's remove that first. So if you already know that the angle sum property of triangle is that if we are taking angle P, angle Q and angle R, they are going to form 180 degree angle. Okay, see, the major problem in this question that the value of these two angle is not given to us. Okay, so you have to set up a relation between angle X and angle Y. If you can set up the relation, then you can directly solve this. Okay, so you can say that angle Q is nothing, it is 2x, and angle R is nothing, that is 2y. Okay, so if we are taking the sum of these, angle P plus 2x plus 2y is equals to 180 degree. Okay, if you subtract from here, you can say that x plus y is going to be 55 degrees, because 180 minus 70 is going to be 110, and when you divide it by 2, you will get the relation between angle x and angle y. These are the angles. Okay, so you can say that the sum of angle x and angle y, you cannot find individual angles because you don't know this particular angle. Okay, because if you know one single particular angle, only then you are able to solve that. So you have to set up a relation. Okay, you cannot find out these individual angles. Now when you find out the relation between angle x and angle y, that you then you can say the sum of x plus y is 55. Then you can apply angle term some property in this triangle, that is SQR. So in triangle SQR, you can say angle S plus angle SQR, which is angle x, plus angle SRQ. This is equals to 180 degree. When you apply this, you can easily get the value of angle S. Okay, so that is, you know already sum of these two, that is 55 degrees. So you can find out angle S. So 180 minus 55, that is going to be 125. That's why student is saying 125 is the answer. Okay, and please do not apply this thing that whatever the angle which is formed here, it is the half of it is the half of this particular angle S. That is only applicable when this is the case of circle and one particular chord or sector is going to form that. Okay, because if chord is not same, because see, you can also see like this. Suppose I'm saying that this is chord AB and this is chord CD. If these two chords are equal, then they can form equal angle at the center. Okay, and whatever they are forming at the circumference, that angle is also going to be equal, and the circumference angle and this angle is going to be have a relation of twice. Okay, that circumference angle is a half of center angle. So you can only set up this relation when these things are equal. Okay, and sometime or in examination they can also give you like this. If any student is facing any doubt in this question, then you can ask, only then we can move on to other thing. So let's remove this first. Sometime in examination they also give you this type of question. This is very common question in last 3 to 4 years. This CAT examination give this type of angle in which this, suppose this is the center, this is A, B, C and D. Okay, so one angle is given to you and they will tell you to calculate all the other angle, and question is saying that these two chords are parallel. Okay, so that is also very basic common, that if you know that two line are parallel and there's any transversal, then the angles which are formed are vertically opposite corresponding angles, and interior sum is 180 degrees. So these type of properties you can use in this. Plus sometimes they will not tell you that these two lines are parallel. Okay, so in that case you have to set up a relation between a triangle AOB and DOC. That's thing you can only apply when you make these two triangles similar. Okay, if you are able to solve these two triangles similar, and if you are able, because these two angles are going to be equal, and the question is going to say that these two angles are already equal, then you can say that these two triangles are similar, and then their sides are going to be in ratios, that AO upon OC, BO upon OD, and AB upon BC DC are going to be equal. Then you can find out the values of the side or whatever the question is asking. So these are some basic fundas that you have to understand when you have to use it and when you don't have to use it. Because if you are applying wrong logic and you are not practicing the question, then you will do this type of silly mistake. Okay, now if you have any question, then you regarding this you can ask. Alternate segment, see, alternate segment is other thing. Suppose let's discuss it later. First finish this session and then I'm going to discuss this alternate segment thing. Okay, so now the basic thing that I have already asked in this, if the angle bisector is given to you, then the center which is formed is going to be the in center. Okay, so there are four centers. One is the in center, centroid, orthocenter and circumcenter, and they four are different because whenever the angle bisector is there, in center is going to be formed, and when there is the median, and median always divide the triangle side in 2:1 part. Okay, that is the property of the median, and the angle center which you get from the median is the centroid. Okay, and this is very important that in center and centroid always lie inside the triangle. Why they always lie inside the triangle? Because the median and the angle bisector are always formed inside the triangle, so they always meet inside the triangle. Okay, but in case of altitude, okay, altitude can be outside the triangle. Suppose if we are making this type of triangle, then the altitude is going to be outside. Okay, so that's why orthocenter can be outside the triangle. So whenever you will get any triangle in which altitudes are joining, then it is the case of orthocenter. And perpendicular bisector, that is whenever you have any bisector on any particular side, that will divide the side into equal parts and act like a midpoint. Okay, in that case, whenever you will get the center, that is going to be a circumcenter. So these four centers are very important for you, so please read them, and after this session you can watch this session again, so it will help you to clear the basic. Because sometimes in examination they will directly give you this condition of centroid, that in the figure this is the centroid. Okay, so you have to know that when the centroid is formed, centroid is only formed, suppose this is a triangle, question is saying that this is the centroid, then you have to know that this centroid is formed by joining all these medians. Okay, so on the basis of that you can say that these sides are like equal, because the median is going to bisecting the side. Okay, so in examination they always give you the half information, because if you know the property then you can relate them, and after that you can solve the question. Okay, so because sometimes students think that the data was not missing, sir, that was not given in the question. So that is not the case. That means you are just lacking in the practice and you don't know the basics of it. So that's why I keep revising these centroid and all these things, so in examination it will be easy for you to catch the question. Okay, if you have any doubt in this you can ask, otherwise we can move on to our next question. uh, yeah, this is also a very important thing. Some student forgot about this in our last geometry session. I forgot about this particular formulas also for incenter, centroid and areas, like because this part is of coordinate geometry. So whenever the coordinate points are given to you, I already discussed about the centroid, but I forgot about to tell you the formula for the incenter. Okay, if you want to calculate the centroid, then you can directly use this formula. Okay, and if you want to calculate the incenter, then you can use this formula. It is just a relation. You can learn it by this, the side and the opposite coordinate of that. Okay, so that is formed like in this way. So if you know these two formula, you can directly, because in examination sometimes they directly give you that calculate the incenter or the centroid. Okay, and I think you already know about the formula of the area if coordinate of are given for the triangle. So these things are very important, because a student they learn in geometry only about triangles, but they forgot about these two formulas. Sometimes in examination they will give you the combination of geometry and coordinate geometry. Okay, so that is little bit confusing. So whenever you are learning the topic, please revise them as a universal thing. Never learn the topics in a bunch, so it will be difficult for you to understand the logic. Okay, if you have any doubt you can ask, otherwise this is our next question. So in this question, if you see two person A and B are looking at the bird, which is on the top of the wall from the opposite side of a wall. A is closer to the foot of the wall by 30 meters than B. If the angle of elevation of the bird as observed by A and B are 60 and 30 respectively, the height of the wall. Actually, this is a question of from trigonometry, but it can be asked in geometry also. Okay, so please try this and then we are going to discuss it. In this question, you have to use a trigonometric relation, because the angle is given to you, that is 60 degree and 30 degree. And for those students who don't know the values of trigonometric, then let me help you. This is the table that you can use to find out the values. You have to learn this whole table. Please, student, answer the question. Whatever answer you are getting, please write in the chat box. Okay, I got one answer, 15 root 3. Okay, Udeshya. Is there any student who is facing any problem while solving this question? See, question is very simple. Question is just saying there are two person, that is A and B, and there's a wall on which the bird is sitting. So question is saying that A is closer to B. So sorry, to the foot. This is the foot of the wall. So this is A, and the angle which is from A is 60 degrees angle. So this is a 60-degree angle, and the angle of elevation which is formed by B, as B is away from this, so that's why the angle which is formed here is 30 degrees. Okay, so this is the point B. And question is also saying that there is a relation that A is closer to the foot. Suppose if we are taking this X, then B is 30 meter, like 30 meter more away as compared to B. So you can say this is X plus 30. Okay, and you can take the height of the wall as H, and then you can easily solve this. You just have to apply. See, if you have two things that is perpendicular upon base, then you already know that tan theta is perpendicular upon base. Okay, so you can calculate two values by tan 60, that is h upon x, and the another value you can use tan 30 is equals to h upon x plus 30. Okay, just after solving this, equate the value of h and find the value of x. What is the value of x you are getting? Tan 60 is root 3 and tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Okay, let me solve this. This is root 3 h by x, and this is going to be 1 by root 3 is equals to h by x plus 30. Okay, if you equate this, you will get root 3. If you take this above, this will become x plus 30 by root 3. From here this equals to this 3 cancel out, 3x is equals to x plus 30. So x is going to be, I think you are getting x 15. Okay, if you are able to get the value of x is 15, then you can easily find the value of h. H is going to be x root 3, so you can say the h is going to be 15 root 3. Okay, very good. So three student gave the answer, Udeshya, Karan and Amod. Okay, very good. If any student is facing any doubt in this, then you can ask. See, the question was very simple. You just have to know the concept of angle of elevation, and there is another angle that we call dispersion angle. This is the depression angle that is found from the top. Okay, and this is the angle of elevation. These two angles are formed in trigonometry. So when you solve the question of trigonometry, you will find out this. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, let's move on to our next question. And please also learn this table, just because this table is very important. You can directly use these values. So this is our next question. So when a bullet is shot to hit a target lying on the ground from the top of the tower of height 20 meters at an angle of depression 45 degrees, it is missed the target and hit the point in between the line joining the foot of the tower and the target, which is 5 meters away from the target. What is the tangent of angle of depression at which the bullet should have been shot so as to hit the target? Okay, now again this is a question from trigonometry. You can use the same funda which we used in the previous question, and you can solve this. Okay, please answer whatever the answer you are getting, and then we are going to discuss it. And for those students who are not able to understand what the question is saying, let me help you with the figure. So question is saying when a bullet is shot to hit a target lying on the ground. Okay, so a bullet is fired from the part of the building, the top of the tower. The height is given to you, that is 20 meters. Okay, so this is the height, which is 20 meters from where the bullet is fired. Okay, at an angle of depression is 45 degrees. So the angle which is formed here, it is 45 degrees. So this is 45 degrees angle, and this is also 45 degrees angle. It missed the target, so the target is going to be at this place, but and hit the point between the line joining the foot of the tower and the target, which is 5 meters away from the target. The question is saying that bullet is fired, but it missed the target and it approaches to at this point. This is the missing point, you can say M. So, and the distance from here to here is 5 meters. The actual path for that bullet is this, that is 45 degrees. The question is saying that the bullet is missed the target by 5 meters. So what is the tangent of angle of depression at which the bullet should be shot so it hit the target? Okay, so you have to find out this particular angle. I think now the question is clear to you and you can solve this. See, in this question, option is not given to you. So, sorry, option is given to you already. So you just have to calculate the value of P upon B, perpendicular upon base. Okay, 4 by 5 you are getting. Okay, let's check if tan 45 degrees, if we are taking this particular triangle OAT. So in triangle OAT, we can say tan 45 is 20 by x and tan 45 is 1. So you can directly, if you don't know the values, so tan 45 is 1. So you can say that x is going to be 20. So the value of x is 20. So this whole thing is going to be, suppose 25. Okay, we are assuming 80, this distance as x. Now you just have to calculate tan theta for this particular angle. That is going to be 20 by 25. So that is going to be 4 by 5. You don't have to calculate theta angle. Okay, so that's why option B is the right answer. See, question was very simple. Within like 1 minute, you can easily solve this. Okay, but after seeing the question, some students think that this is going to be a very typical question. But question is very simple. You just have to know the values of this trigonometric functions, and then you can easily find out. Okay. Let's see our next question. Now we have the question from geometry in triangle PQR, PX is equals to PY, RY is equals to RZ, and the angle PQR is 90 degree. Find the angle YXQ when angle YZQ is 125 degrees. Okay, so please within 1 minute answer this, and then we are going to discuss it. Please, the student, answer this question. Why are not answering? Question is very simple. Everything is given in the question. If you are facing any doubt in this, then please ask. So only after you are going to discuss your doubts, I am going to answer it. Okay, one student is saying 100 and one student 115. Okay. Okay, for those students who are not able to solve it, let me help you to what you can use. See, everything is given in this question is saying that ry and rz are equal. That means these two sides are equal, and px and py are also equal. So you can say equal side as equal opposite angle. This angle and this angle is equal. Okay, and in this triangle you can say this angle and this angle is equal. Suppose I'm saying this is x, this is also x, this is y, this is also y. Okay, question is asking for find yxq. You have to find out this angle. Okay, and yzq is given to you, that is 125 degrees. So you can easily find out this particular angle, that is angle x, by 180 minus 125. Okay, so from here you will get 55 degrees. So this angle is going to be 55. This angle is also going to be 55. With the help of this, you can easily find out angle R. Okay. Once you calculated R, you can see directly that this is a 90-degree angle. Okay. So this plus this angle, you can easily find out angle P. By calculating angle P, you can easily calculate angle Y, because if you calculated angle Y, then you can calculate 180 minus that Y angle, and you will get the answer. Why every student is getting different answers. See, this is going to be 55, this is also going to be 55. The sum of 55 is going to be 110. Okay, so 180 minus 10 is this going to be 70 degrees. This is 70 degrees, this is 90 degrees. You have to calculate this particular angle. Okay, I think now you can calculate this. Please check your calculation. Okay, so everyone is getting 100. Okay, very good. Is there any student who is still facing any doubt in this question? Now I think you can calculate this. Everything is given in this, all the angles are given to you. You just have to use the logic and the concept. Okay, let's move on to our next question. If any student is facing any doubt in this, then I'm going to solve it. Otherwise, I think everyone is getting 100 answer. Please just check your calculation if you are not making any calculation mistake. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Okay, now these are some basic fundas that you have to remember. That interior angle bisector theorem, that AE upon ED is equals to AB upon BD. When the angle is bisected, then you can say that these sides are in particular ratio. Okay, this is Apollonius theorem. So the sum of these two sides, okay, and whenever there is a median, or you can which is bisecting these two lines in equal part, then you can use this Apollonius theorem. Okay, and this is a midpoint theorem, in which if one point is midpoint and line is parallel given to you, then you can say that this is also point E is also a midpoint. And if question is saying that D and E both are midpoint, then you can say that DE is parallel to BC. Okay, and in this you can say that side AD upon DB is equals to AE upon EC. Okay, you can also write it like AB upon DB is equals to AC upon EC, or other way around. Okay, so these are simple ratios that you can use in the questions directly, because like in the, if you see in the first question, the question was saying the angle is bisected. So you can if you have to calculate the values of the side, then you can use this particular theorem. Okay, so these theorem are very important when you have to find out the values. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. This is our next question. In a triangle DEF, point A, B, C are taken on DE, DF, and AE respectively, such that EC is equals to AC, CF is equals to BC. If angle D is 40, then what is the angle of ACB in degrees? then please calculate this. I'm giving you 1 minute for this. After that, we are going to discuss it. Okay, student, what is the answer you are getting? Please write in the chat box. If you are facing any doubt in this, then please write in the chat box so I can help you to solve that particular issue. Question is very simple. Everything is given in this question. The question is saying that angle D is 40 degrees. So I think with the help of this, you can set up a relation. And the sides are also equal. You have to find out angle ACB. So what is the value of ACB you are getting? 160. Okay. See, student, question is very simple. This 2BC is equals to CF. That means this angle is equals to this angle. You can say this angle X. This angle is also X. Suppose these two sides are equal. So you can say this angle and this angle is going to be angle Y. And this is also Y. Okay. You have to find this angle. Suppose take this angle as Z. Okay. And question is saying that this angle is 40 degrees. Okay, now see in this question you cannot find out the exact values, but you can easily find out the relation, because whenever you will know the value of two angles that they are equal, then you can directly say that this angle is going to be 180 minus 2x. Okay, and same for this angle, you can say that this angle is going to be 180 minus 2y. Okay, and with the help of angle E, angle F, and angle D, you can say that angle D plus angle Y plus angle F is going to be 180 degrees. Triangle sum property. Okay, so this you can say angle write it E. So you can say instead of angle E and angle F, you can say angle Y plus angle X is going to be 180 minus 40, that is going to be 140 degrees. So you know the value of angle X plus angle Y. Okay, so with the help of this, because the sum of all the angles which are forming a linear pair, so the sum is going to be 180 degrees. So you can say angle Z plus 180 minus 2y plus 180 minus 2x is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, when you calculate this, you can use angle X plus Y is equals to 140 degrees. So with the help of this, you can easily calculate angle Z. Okay, so I'm not solving here, you can easily calculate this. Just I'm giving you more 1 minute extra. Please try to solve like this and tell me what is the answer you are getting. And if you are facing any doubt in this, then please ask. We have just used the simple concept. We just name the angle, find out the relation, and use the relation what is given in the question. Because we can use EF as a straight line, so angle ECA, angle Z, and angle BCF is going to be 180 degree. So we use that, and then we can calculate angle Z. So please calculate it. Okay. Now you can do your calculation later also. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask. Okay, let's move on to our next question. The answer you are getting from this is going to be 100 degrees. I think only one student gave the right answer, that is Anjali. Or that was for the previous question. Okay, you can check it later. I think I already told you the logic, how to use your logic in this question, and then you can solve this. Okay, so this is our next question. In a triangle ABC, AB is 6, BC is 8, and AC is 10, a perpendicular drop from B meet the side AC at D. A circle of radius BD with the center B is drawn. If the circle cuts AB and BC at point P and Q respectively, then AP is to QC. Okay, for this question you have to draw the figure. Suppose let's take this one triangle ABC. First understand this question. This is A, B, and C, and AB is 6, BC is 8, and AC is 10. A perpendicular drop from point B. From point B. Meet on side AC, that is a perpendicular is drawn from here. That means this is a 90 degree, and this is point D. A circle from radius. Okay, so a circle is formed. So we can say a circle is going to be like this. Okay. So if the circle cuts AB and BC at point P and Q, so the circle is cutting at point P and at point Q respectively, then AP, you have to find out the ratio of AP and QC. Okay, so you have to find out the ratio of AP upon QC. This you have to find out. I think now you are able to understand the question. Please solve this, and then I'm going to discuss what is the logic that you can use in this question, and then you can easily solve it. No, you cannot use sum of quadrilateral sum. You can only use that quadrilateral sum when a quadrilateral is given to you. The question is saying this is a quadrilateral, and and if you're talking about opposite sum of quadrilateral, which is 180 degree, that is only in circular. If any circle is formed and in which we are making any particular quadrilateral, so the opposite sum of the angle is going to be 180 degree. So question has to be clear about the figure is quadrilateral or the figure is in the circle. Only then you can use that. If question is saying nothing about anything, then please do not use that. No, you cannot use quadrilateral in previous question. That was not given there. Yeah, answer can be same. See, in geometry, it's not like you will get a different answer by different formula. Sometimes it is just your luck that you are getting your answer same. Okay, but if we change some parameters in that particular question, then your answer is going to be wrong. That's why please never use like some extra information, because mostly student they just draw or they just assume that this is given in the question, so that is wrong. If you are going to assume, or because in the examination the option, whatever the option they are going to give you, they are going to option that are relating to that particular answer. Okay, so if you are using because examiner know that what type of concept and what is the logic you are going to use. There are 4-5 logics in every particular question, so the student is going to apply that and going to get that particular answer. Yes, you can use the property of tangent, but nothing was given in there about tangent and quadrilateral. So that's why we didn't use anything. We already use only the data which is given in the question. Okay, if the question was saying that this is a quadrilateral or this is a circular quadrilateral or cyclic quadrilateral, then you can use that properties of quadrilateral. Otherwise, if you want to use the quadrilateral, then you have to see that is the figure like whatever the figure is given to you, the figure is applicable like while you are solving the whole question, the angles which you are getting, are they satisfying the condition of quadrilateral? If they are satisfying the condition of quadrilateral, then you can use the properties of quadrilateral, but please do not assume anything. Yes, you're talking about this question. You are saying AP and QC are the tangents. Yes, they can be a tangent, but they are not meeting at one particular point outside the triangle. Oh, sorry, outside the circle. See, side is given to you. BD is given to you, that angle BDC is a 90-degree angle. Okay. So if you from C in this question directly, you can directly easily set up a relation between a triangle ABC and a triangle BDC. Okay. If you can easily set up a relation between ABC and BDC, you can set up that. Okay, by making these two triangles similar, you can set up a relation between these two triangles, and then you can find out the values of AB, BD, AC, and BC, whatever given to you, and then you can calculate it. I think for this question, you can use this figure. I think they are not give the data perpendicular BD is. I think in this question the data is missing. See, in this question, data is not, I think data is missing, or you can see by using these sides, because AB is 6, BC is 8, and AC is 10. This is a right angle triangle. Okay. So on this particular information, I made this figure, but the figure actually is going to be like this. Okay. So now you can see that ABC and BDC, they are a right angle triangle. You can take these two triangle and set up a relation between them. That means these two triangle are similar. Okay. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle BDC. Okay. After that, you can say that AB upon BD is equals to AC upon BC. Okay. So from here, you can calculate the value of BD. The BD value you are going to get is 6 is equals to 10 by 8. That is going to be 46 by 10. That means 24 by 5. That is the value of BD you are going to get. See, AB value is given, AC value is also given, and BC value is given to you. Okay, just put the value, you will get the value of BD, but the value of BD is going to be in ratio. Now with the help of this, you can find out the value of AP and this BQ. So for this, AP is going to be 6 minus BD. Okay, because this is a radius, so this value, and this value is going to be same. So this is going to be 24 by 5, and you can also calculate the value for BC. Okay, sorry, not BC, that is QC. QC is going to be BC minus BQ. Okay, and BC is given to you, that is 8 minus 24 by 5. So from here you can calculate the value of QC, from here you can calculate the value of AP, and then you can easily find out the ratio. Okay, so we were using this, I made this figure on the information, but I didn't check that this is a right angle triangle. Okay, so in the examination you have to see that what type of triangle it is given, only then. Please do not assume that this is a tangent or whatever. So is the question clear to you now, or if you are facing any doubt in this, then you can ask. I think now you can calculate the value of AP and QC, and you can easily calculate the value of their ratios. Okay. Okay. So let's see our next slide. This is the alternate segment theorem. Sorry. So one student asked about, I think, alternate segment theorem. So one student are saying that you can use only this particular theorem when there is a case of tangent, and the question is saying that PQ is a tangent, because as you see, the question is that this line is saying that PQ is acting as a tangent. So whenever this angle is always equals to this angle, or you can say that this angle is always equals to which is angle formed at this particular point. So whenever there is a circle and there is a chord and there is a tangent, so whatever the angle formed at this point is always equals to the angle which is formed by that particular chord on the circumference on opposite side. Okay, so these two angles are always equal. So this is a alternate segment theorem. We didn't use in our question, but this is very important because mostly students don't know about this. So that's why we took this in this theorem in this particular session. Now, till now, if you have any doubt in this question, then you can ask, or any doubt about the theorem. Okay, so that is totally sufficient for today. We have completed some question with the basics. So if you are able to solve these question, and I think after this session you can know, you can understand that what is important, like what you have to check while you are solving the question, and what are the important questions. Okay, so let's meet in another session, and if you have any doubt in today's session, then you can ask. Okay, so no doubt, no problem.